Yes, y'all. Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have opinions or queries you wish to share, we have multiple ways to be reached. The email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. On Twitter, it's at skimpod, SKIMPOD.
Stays Crunchy.
And if you're feeling froggy, go on and jump into our voicemail line at 216-3028-POD. That's 216-302-8763. The show can be heard on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and as always at our website, stayscrunchyandmilk.com.
Stays Crunchy.
Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show on your own social media feeds. And if you want to get at us directly, feel free to reach out via our personal Twitter.
Stays.
It's at Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, Tabrail713.
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
Yep, we got to hit record then play. That's what we did wrong last time. We got to hit that after we hit the record. All right, I'm going to put this down now. And
so
hope for the best.
I think we were told to call this, 292 Redux?
Really?
Isn't that what the instructions were?
Where was the instructions at? Where are you saying the instructions at?
I thought it was in the text messages.
No, I did not see that.
Maybe it was in the group chat. I don't know. At work. Yeah, right here. All good. I land a little afternoon tomorrow, so I should be good to chat or open the show over speakerphone. Call that bitch episode 292 Redux and keep it moving.
Oh, that was the lightest of...
Yeah. Well, we ain't calling him, and he ain't
No.
opening the show. This is the Heroes for Hire cast.
So Heroes for Hire 13, we'll call it, number 13. Or, I don't know, I guess he is going to edit this, so he'll be like, welcome to Poopin' Poopin', or whatever he's going to do. But everybody's gone. There's no Gabe. There's no T. If you listen to this podcast before, you know where you can find them. You know where they'll be. I mean, for that matter, you know where we are. You know where we'll be.
Yeah, at this point, I'm like, how many new people are coming around that don't know my Twitter handle by heart? You know, like, I've been saying this shit for 5 years now?
And it'll be in the show notes, so wherever you found this, I mean, unless it's a bottle floating in the ocean, I mean, I'm sure you'll be able to find it somewhere.
Man, like a time capsule with some stickers and some links in it and shit.
And yet again, I'm sure if you're on that lonely island, you'll still be able to find a way to listen to it. So we're just gonna skip all that and start talking, and get to talking about, me and Lunch were just walking on our way to 300 Public Square where we usually record at, and we were talking about getting ready for spring and how it'd be nice to throw on some hoodies again and not necessarily coats and wind burn and cold hands and wet feet.
Yeah, walking in the shade right now is hazardous to your health. It's literally 20 degrees colder, and it's not even that warm yet. It's supposed to get up to 50 today.
Yeah.
But then it's supposed to rain for the next 3 days.
Yeah. I don't mind the rain. I know we're going to be needing it for the grass and all the vegetation out here.
Man, fuck the grass. That shit can stay brown. I don't want to be out there cutting that shit.
Speaking of, I mean, I know. I was thinking about go ahead and pay. I'll have to look into the prices and stuff, but really paying to have my grass really rake the shit out of it. Pick up, I guess I could pick up the twigs and stuff, but rake the shit out of the grass. The front.
Yeah,
the back.
I got a flyer in the mail last week from some company that was talking about coming out if I hired them, and they would do 5 lawn treatments to kill grubs and shit.
True Green?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck True Green. Every time True Greens ever came to my house, it'd be some 17-year-old dude wearing a pair of LeBrons and a tie. Hey sir, we can give you talking he knew this shit top to bottom. I'm I don't trust you. I'll come out here, I'll have my lemonade stand out front while I'm cutting out the cut. It was just I'm okay. True Green, no thank you.
Yeah, I didn't go with it, but it gave me the thought of so I had this thought of man, maybe I should just hire people to cut my grass. Mm-hmm. But then I'm I'm a 33-year-old man, and I bought a $500 lawnmower last year. Mm-hmm. I'm I just gotta sack up and cut my own grass.
Yeah, I got a lawnmower for Christmas, and I don't mind cutting the grass and stuff. It's just the other stuff that comes along with it. I do my fair share. I was listening to some other podcasts and they talk about how like men don't do shit, and I'm just like, I'm not that guy. I really saying I can't sympathize with it's kind of harsh, but it's like that's not my life. Like when I'm home, I'm an active dad. Like I cook, I clean, I make sure things are right before I go to bed. And in the spring and summertime, man, that takes away from me being in the house. Mm-hmm. Like it'll be like at least an hour and a half or more to do the whole yard and to do it right. Like take the edge it around and cut the lawn.
There are some people who enjoy doing that shit. I did it when I was younger because it was a requirement by my family.
Yes.
It was a chore I had to do. Mm-hmm. Then when I moved out
that's why guys like us grew up and get condos.
Yeah. When I moved into the apartments, I didn't have grass to cut.
Yeah.
I haven't cut grass in at this point, 9 years.
Yeah.
And even though I've had my house for 2 years, one of the dudes who was living with me, he was cutting it as part of what he wanted to contribute for living in my house.
Yeah.
So this will be the first year where he's gone now, so I guess I'm going to be cutting my grass.
Yeah, I grew up. Two things I don't like doing because I did it growing up my whole life is putting up the Christmas tree. Did it by myself almost every year. And cutting the grass. My brother got away with I'm allergic to grass. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm allergic to grass too. And it was all left on me because I didn't want it not done. So I guess that was one of my problems. Is instead of being we should share this responsibility, I'm like, it's too much of a headache to ask somebody to help, so I went on and did it. But that's one of the things I've been thinking about, just looking into the prices of getting that old-fashioned good rate going, because that helps your grass grow and all that kind of stuff. And but you don't have I have some deep-rooted fucking leaves and stuff in my yard. Your yard don't look as bad as mine.
Yeah, the only thing that I'd be curious about is the tree in the backyard.
Yeah.
How that'll affect my cutting with the roots and stuff. But I guess I'll have to cross that bridge when I come to it.
So you got a couple bumpy patches?
Yeah.
Well, do you have a trimmer? The little thing?
I got a weed whacker.
Yeah.
If that's what you mean.
I guess so.
I don't have an edger.
Yeah.
But if you're careful enough, you can use a weed whacker.
Yeah, you turn it on the side and do like that. Yeah. Just pretty much.
I do have a hedge trimmer though that I bought last year.
I do remember that because we had this same what's the difference between the edger and the or weed whacker? It's you can use the weed whacker to get down so you don't have to fuck up your blade, because you will bend that bitch hitting some roots. But I mean that's just one of the many things of home ownership.
Yeah,
it's a racket.
It's there all right. I'm fine having equity in a home. Mm-hmm. Man, but do I miss not having to worry about shit breaking? It's if shit broke before, I just called someone and it was their problem. Yeah,
I got a couple of products. I got to buy a new kitchen faucet. When we bought the house, new stuff. Most of the stuff was new, and we had a Delta faucet. And when the sprayer broke on it, we called Delta. They sent us this new one. It was lifetime membership. Now, if the fucking actual sink is messed up, I'm come on, man. I don't have none of that other stuff. Why'd you give me this before if you weren't going to give it to me now? And it's such a headache. So,
with me, I got the faucet in the bathroom. I need to change that because a couple weeks ago the cat turned it on and the drain didn't go down so fast and flooded, and so I need to clean that pipe out. Part of me wants to change the faucets so they're not the flip ups anymore. To make them actual knobs.
Turns.
Yeah, just so the cat can't turn them on. And then the bathroom, it doesn't have a vent in it because it has a window. The city doesn't require a vent if it has a window because they use that for air escape. Yeah. The problem is I don't shower with the window open, so
especially not this time of year.
Ever, yeah. Because, my neighbor's driveway is right there. I don't want to be, in the shower and, the old man and his grandkids come walking down the driveway and see my dong or something.
Yeah.
So it's it's not a convenient location for that. So, the paint in the ceiling of my bathroom is, peeling. Because it's been, 2.5 years now of just constant humidity going upwards from the shower every day. Yeah. So I got, it's just peeling, I've never fucking scraped paint off of a ceiling before. I've put paint on it before, but I've never had to get up there, like, tarp down the floor and, like, scrape ceiling paint off and all that shit.
Yeah, it's one of those things like that. I think it's a good and bad because you'll get the joy of like, fuck yeah, I have to put down some tape and then tarped it off and got it done. It wasn't hard. But it's one of those things where it's like, it feels good within yourself. It's nobody else gonna be like, hey, good job.
Yeah, it's like putting statuses on Facebook.
Yeah,
no one gives a shit that you think that or feel that or did that.
Yeah. Your house is the Facebook of the world.
Yeah, it's like I haven't gone on Facebook now in 2 days because I'm just like, I know I've been talking about it, but like it really the last couple of days I'm just like, I got nothing that I really want to say, nothing that I really want to look at. Fuck this. So like I've avoided it. Like I haven't even gone on it. But like with the house stuff, the light bulb in my hallway burnt out. Like when you coming from the side door. So it means I have to get up on a ladder to get to that bitch. I'm afraid of heights, and it's on a stair. It's on the landing of a stairwell.
Yeah.
So it's like then it's not even just like I fall down. So if I fall down, I'm going down the stairs, and then like the only real ladder I have is like a 3-stepper.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna have to get to the top of the ladder to get to that thing. So, like, this all sounds so problematic for me.
No, well, the thing you probably should do is, because your door opens up inward, right?
Yeah, I'd keep the door open.
And then put the...
that way if I fall, maybe I can hang on to the door.
Yes. That might be...
that was my thought, too. And that way no one tries to open the door while I'm doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, that takes all... That's, like, takes all the problematic... Well, still, you're afraid of heights, but, like, at least when you got the door open, people can see you doing it like, hey, don't fucking come right here, I'm doing this.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but it's like, it seemed like all the, like, so many bulbs burnt out in my place within like 2 weeks. The hallway one burnt out, the kitchen one burnt out over the sink, the bathroom, the main bathroom, one of the vanity bulbs burnt out a couple weeks ago. Then another one burnt out like last weekend. So the only light in there right now is like a little 60 watt.
Yeah.
And then
they must have put all new bulbs in like right before somebody's about to buy this house.
Yeah,
let's get these bulbs
then,
in.
Yeah, the auxiliary bedroom that my buddy used to stay in, that's now like essentially where I have a litter box and where my extra entertainment stand is.
Yeah,
that burnt out last week. So it's like, it's like literally like they did a sweep of the house, put all new bulbs in. Now it's like 2.5 years later, they're all finally burning
all
out.
at one time.
Yeah, so it's like I need to go buy light bulbs so I can like get on this little step stool, I'm afraid of it, and like change all this shit.
I had a problem like not too long ago where I had bought these extra like LED bulbs and shit like that, and like it'll say on the package like dimmer approved or like dimmable. That is not fucking true. Like we got a dimmer in our dining room, and it was just like the light would just flicker all the time, and I was like, it didn't bother me that much, but it bothered my girlfriend, so like I had to go find regular old school ass bulbs. That's not that simple no more. Like since the price point of regular bulbs is like 89 cents, $1.09, they don't carry them as much. They carry the ones that are like $5 and above because they want you to pay. They'd rather have you pay that, is what I'm assuming. Like Discount Drug Mart and like Mark's, or I'm guessing our local stores to us, are the only ones that carry like old people shit. Like everybody else, I want a bulb that's never gonna burn out. But I guess I still need ones that's gonna burn out in 6 months.
Yeah.
So that was a little dilemma.
I remember the chandelier my parents had when I was younger, and like the light bulbs looked like candle flicker tips. So yeah, and it was like one of those dimmer ones.
Yeah, and it had like the point on it.
Yeah.
Like now I'm seeing those with LEDs on them. So like yeah, those are nice, but at the same time, it's like that technology hasn't caught up with like working well with everything else. Because like I don't know about in other places, but if you like send them go to the Illuminating Company website, you can get like this box of like energy efficient trinkets, and we used to try to put those in there. Them shits don't work in the dimmable things either. So, like, that's, I guess, get part of springing ahead is, getting that kind of stuff done. So, changing light bulbs, changing batteries and smoke detectors.
I read a news report earlier this morning that Ohio is going to vote to abstain from daylight savings time. Like
We should.
like they want to stay with like just what we have now and not fall back.
Yeah.
But that makes me like go then. So how does that work with time zones? Because Hawaii and Arizona don't do it.
Okay.
But I'm like, how the fuck does that work? Like, is it just like you're in Arizona and it's 10 p.m.?
It's 10 p.m. all the time.
But yeah, but I mean, but then it's just like you're always like an hour off from like the people around you. Like you just like sometimes you'll be the same as the people to your right.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll be the same as the people to your left. Is like that how it works? Like
I guess so. Like, I really think they should. I know, part of daylight savings day that people don't talk about is part of the energy saving of it. Like, well, fuck that. I don't know. It don't matter. It's stupid. It's stupid. I think we should stop it. I think the whole country should stop it.
I guess it's like the one thing that Trump has said that I'm like, okay, we agree on something.
What did he say?
I saw a tweet where he said, it was in the article where he said that he was like for just leaving it as it is now and not changing it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it's easier than building a wall. Come on, Trump.
Yeah.
Get it done, baby.
Yeah, you need a W.
Yeah. I mean, you need a W with somebody in the world. Like, this is a fucking slam dunk.
Is this the catalyst that needs to bring both sides together?
Yeah, this is
away with falling back in October.
This is a chocolate thunder style dunk. You're gonna break the rim. Glass is gonna be everywhere. You might as well just slam dunk this bitch because this is like this could be your legacy. Like, you know what? You can get rid of all the nonsense and just like this could be your thing. This could be your sitting in a wheelchair with a cover on your leg type situation.
Instead of being the president known for there's good people on both sides.
Yes.
You could be the president and be like, we stopped that fucking daylight savings time bullshit.
It's bad time zones on both sides. Let's just stop this. All right. One interesting thing that me and you were talking about the other day was just like what like normal spices do you think should be like regardless, like
now, when you say normal spices, do you consider shit like I was gonna say like lemon pepper?
Okay,
is that a fancy one or is that?
All right, let's do it like this. You name yours, and then I'll name mine, and then like
for what we think should be on there.
Yeah, what we should be on there.
So, I feel like for what I've done for cooking, like chili and stuff like that. I've always wanted paprika around, chili powder, red pepper flakes, salt, pepper, like black pepper. Let's see. I've always had like basil and thyme and stuff around, but I never use it for anything.
Yeah.
Garlic powder.
Yeah.
I have onion powder. I've used it a little bit, but not as much as garlic powder. But I feel like that's probably a good one to have around for some things. Just get that like similar effect but different taste. Red cayenne pepper I've used for chili. But then like after that, I feel like it starts to get into the
after that is niche.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what I always have on deck. Always iodine salt for my girlfriend. Then I got kosher salt. So salts I have iodized, kosher, and sea salt.
So what's the difference?
Okay, so iodine salt is salt with iodine added. It's, to me, I think you almost have to use more of it to get the job done. Okay, then kosher salt is like pretty much stripped down salt, nothing added to it. Sea salt is salt from the sea. I feel like sea salt. I use my sea salt a lot for like when I'm boiling like pasta, when I'm boiling potatoes to get that salt effect to it. My kosher salt is what I season with. Like I don't know if this shit is right. All I'm saying is that's what I usually do with it. And then I season my girlfriend's food with the iodine salt because she's like, I need iodine. I said, okay. I mean, that's not what I usually buy, but that's what I buy. So as far as like the spices I have, black pepper, I have some red pepper, but I don't really use that much. But I use paprika a lot. And I have smoked paprika and regular paprika. I just like to taste the smoky stuff. So, you know, and you can't always grill.
I guess that's something I hadn't considered, having the variation of one or the other.
And like maybe I can, maybe I haven't did it yet, but I can throw some sweet paprika in that rotation too, maybe. But I haven't tried that yet because it's like tons of different kinds, like spicy Hungarian and all this other stuff. Maybe I don't know. Maybe on a retry one day we can like take some like cubes of chicken and like cook them all in like a sweet, a smoked, a Hungarian, and get at it. Try. So that's my paprika section. Then I got, like you said, onion and garlic powder. Now, I don't use like onion salt and garlic salt.
Yeah, I had some garlic salt that I ended up having to use because the garlic powder I had like ran out, and I was making a steak and I didn't realize I was out, so I ended up having to use garlic salt, and I felt like it was too much garlic and not enough salt because it's like I think it's like a 50-50 ratio.
Yeah.
So my steak came out too garlicky.
Yeah, this is one of those things. Like I don't like. I do like some mixture things. Like we use a lot of Mrs. Dash. Like we got like the spicy Mrs. Dash, the lemon pepper Mrs. Dash.
Yeah, see, I use like Cajun seasoning all the time.
Yeah,
like I put it on eggs and stuff.
Yeah, like good. Like if you have like Montreal steak seasoning. Like I don't eat steaks very much, but I think that's a pretty good blend of.
I used to put that on eggs too.
Yeah, it go everything: French fries, eggs, chicken. Like it's just like it's coarse. If I'm not mistaken, it's coarse black pepper, it's sea salt, garlic. It's like pretty basic of everything we pretty much named. It's like a pretty like maybe the only thing you got in there is like maybe it's that fucked up looking coriander in there or something like that. But other than that, it's like a pretty straightforward mixture of spices that you would use in everyday cooking.
Now, what about like cumin?
Yeah, cumin is like something like you can use cumin in, of course, chili.
Yeah, that's where I've used it.
Use cumin in like I think jambalaya. Like when you wanna add like that like when you're doing like Mexican and like ethnic cooking, because you use cumin in like some Indian dishes and stuff too. So like when you or better yet, let's say slow cooking foods, like something like a jambalaya that's gonna cook for a few hours, or like bay leaves, stuff like that. Like those are stuff I would consider like when you're cooking and you're going to be doing it for a while and you're building on flavors. Cumin is one of those spices that I keep on deck because, matter of fact, I need to buy some more, but that you use for like slow cooking and stews and stuff. But cumin is one of those spices I use a lot.
Now, here's something I have on my spice rack that I've never, ever used. Cream of tartar.
Cream of tartar. Like, I know cream of tartar, I've seen it used for like macaroni and cheese like once in a recipe, or like when you're making a meringue.
I saw something about people put it in water for electrolytes or dehydration or something. But I've never used it. Like I bought it because it was like in the spice aisle when I was first filling up the spice rack, and like it's like a little tiny one. But yeah, I've never used it.
Okay, what is cream of tartar used for? The tartar also helps to increase the volume of egg, which that I've said using it for meringue. It's often used to bake products to help activate the alkaline. So that's interesting that you said that. I guess it's like alkaline waters, and I guess that's what it's used for.
Okay. So I guess that was just a wasted purchase on my part because I don't really do baking.
You can use it to make alkaline water. Be like, I don't got to pay $9 for this. Potassium hydrate. Okay. Yeah, they mostly use it for baking, and they use it for icing. So there we go.
All right. So then, like, I also have like a thing of lemon pepper, which when I have that, I just think of wings.
Yeah.
I have a Montreal steak seasoning. I have Cajun. That's about it when I have like for the mixes. I have garlic salt and onion salt.
Yeah.
But I feel like I need to re-up. And is there anything you think I should have that I don't?
Okay. Like you said, you got paprika. Like the only thing I could suggest is maybe like, maybe try sweet or smoke. I really, really, really love smoked paprika. Like, I used to go to like this Italian market and buy like a giant thing of it. And
the one thing I do know that I need to get for my recent diet change is pink Himalayan salt.
oh yeah, we also have some of that, but that has so many different uses that
Well, like they, from what I've seen, they use it for a lot of cooking because it helps with electrolytes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like with the keto stuff, they say that like you get the keto flu because your electrolytes get low because you're not taking them in. So you have to increase your salt intake, and they say the pink Himalayan salt is good for that.
Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like it's starting to be everywhere. So, like you're not gonna pay like a big price for it. You can find it almost everywhere now. And it doesn't really taste any different. Looks cool. Like I know you can probably get like a little thing of it at Trader Joe's now.
Yeah, so like, where do you get your spices from? Because I've gotten some from Giant Eagle, which I guess would be like, for those who are not around, like it's like our major chain giant grocery store around here. I've gotten stuff from Aldi's.
Yeah.
I got a couple things from Sam's Club, but it's like when I go in there, it's like I don't feel like I need to spend $9 for a giant tub of like
Garlic powder. Yeah. Like especially.
Although I might, because I'm gonna do a brisket next week.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna have to go there and buy a giant thing of black pepper and maybe some salt.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes, like I used to love getting those big old things from Sam's Club, but then you're starting to see like it start getting caked up in there.
Yeah, I had to I went through my spice rack last week, which is part of why I brought this up, because like I have just, like I said, some spices that like I barely ever use, so I was checking expiration dates, and cause you walk by it every day and it all looks the same.
Yeah,
but you don't really know what's going on in there. Some of them were all like dried up, like they were clubbed. There was no movability, so I cleared out the spice rack. I did the same thing in the fridge door. I went through all the condiments, all the hot sauces.
I did that this morning.
Yeah, like my fridge finally has everything in it that is current, and my spice rack is current.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like most of the time, like I just get it from Mark's, or like I like going to Trader Joe's because they'll have like some interesting mixes. Like I remember they had like a African smoked sea salt or something like that, and but most of the time, like it's just like Mark's, like or like I actually like finding like a lot of like the exotic paprikas from like Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and it's not like
that was where my buddy told me that he saw pink Himalayan salt.
Yeah,
it's like Marshalls and TJ Maxx.
Yeah, their little section is pretty good. Like I know it's not really baking time of year, but I guess it'd be 2 Christmases ago, they had this little bottle of vanilla, like not vanilla syrup, but it's like not an extract. It was like a vanilla gel, and it was like vanilla beans with like a little water, and that shit made like whatever I baked with it fantastic. And I was never able to find it again. So I guess it's a good and bad. It's like a good and a bad place to look. Like if you're expecting to see it again, not such a good place. If you're expecting to try somewhere, it's a good place, because like that bottle was like $7, and I tried to find it again. It was like $21 online. So
yeah, when I went to that Lucky's Market the other day, they had like an entire like buy this product, but it ain't coming back. Like it was like a closeout thing right by the register with like different medicines and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I felt. Like, don't get too attached, because you ain't never gonna find it here again.
Yeah, that kind of sucks a little bit. But like that's one of the one of the good and bad things about cooking, because you'll be hunting for like, oh, I like this spice, and then like cause like I guess McCormick is like the go-to spice. Like when you're in Giant Eagles, like, oh, that McCormick makes it, you'll be able to find it almost anywhere. But some of them taste different. Like I'm not really like I'll usually especially
I find that with the paprikas that I've had.
Yeah,
different consistencies and different flavors.
Yeah, like some smoked paprikas are really smoky, some are lightly smoky. Like even like who knows what kind of wood they use to smoke it up. So it's all different.
I guess I wouldn't be a white guy if I didn't add that I should have raisins on my spice ramen.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, another one of my favorite things to use is rosemary. Like rosemary is like a little goes a long way because like either. I mean, I know some people like using it fresh, or I don't mind the dry sticks. I don't like the powder, like the ground rosemary seems to be like a little bit too overpowering. Like I like to use like a couple sprigs, and that'll go a long way. So you were talking about how you start doing keto.
Yeah.
How's your journey been so far?
So far, so good. I've been doing it for a week now, and it's just been a little bit of an adjustment, like eating out. So like I've realized that meal prepping is the key for day-to-day life, because like having to get stuff on the fly isn't so bad, I think, if you know your surroundings and what your options all are.
Yeah.
But like I'm so new to this that I've had to do a lot of research and like trial and error. But one of the things about it is I looked up alcohol because I was getting drunk at bowling every Tuesday, and I realized if I'm doing this, I can't do that because of the amount of sugar and carbs that are in the alcohol that I was consuming. So I looked up like keto-friendly alcohols.
Yeah.
And it was like they listed like rum and vodka and like that kind of stuff. So like they basically what those are, you just can't like do them with like normal soda or anything. You gotta do like diet soda for mixers and stuff.
And like no simple syrups and stuff like that.
Yeah. Just keep it real basic, like a two ingredient kind of deal. But they also said that like because your body's not intaking all the carbs and stuff, that you get drunk 3 times faster than if you like, were just eating a normal American diet.
Yeah.
So I had this idea, like where we have our Patreon. That people have so generously signed up for, and I hope everyone enjoys what we put out over there. But I felt like we've been doing kind of the same thing for that, and I feel like maybe we need to diversify and do some special stuff every now and again.
Yeah.
So I had this thought of like, after I'm like fully into this for a couple weeks, because it takes a couple weeks for your body to fully adjust, and I can tell you that the poops have adjusted because they are way different now.
Yeah.
The last 2 smelled like bacon.
Oh.
And it wasn't even intentional.
Yeah.
But so I had this thought where once my body is fully shifted and I'm in that like get drunk 3 times faster mode, we'll do like a special Friday night recording at my house, like we've been doing for We Tried.
You got to be at your house.
Yeah. Well, 'cause if I'm gonna get drunk, then I'll like at least I'll be at home and I won't have to drive nowhere.
Yeah, you don't have to go nowhere. You can stay on your couch.
Yeah.
Let yourself out.
You guys can let yourselves out, hit the light. I'm gonna pass out right here.
Yeah.
So I figure it'd be fun if I get drunk for one of the shows that we do, and that way, like, I'm just free flowing, and it may be obnoxious. Who knows?
That'll just be part of the fun.
Yeah, I feel like it would add an interesting element to it, and because with keto, I don't know if I'm gonna be able like to necessarily fully do all the We Trieds while I'm doing this. Like, I might have to do the old chew and spit.
Yeah.
But like I know if with the alcohol I found this so that I can do that. So it's like an interesting way for me to contribute something new.
Yeah, and I was thinking about like we can do maybe a special series where we try like do some jerkies or like.
See, that would work. Like,
yeah.
I could definitely like spice jerkies and like that would definitely be something I could do.
Like
because they don't like jerky's not always just beef. Like they have turkey jerky and all that kind of shit. So there's options.
Yeah, we like I said, like or like we can try the different dry rubs for chicken or like what's your favorite kind of frozen shrimp? We can find different ways of doing it. Just like I mean, we've been doing Oreos and shit for years.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, these new potato chips came out that are different kind of cheese. The third, like, oh, it's beer cheese now. This is spicy cheese. And I mean, I think we can expand the way we do things. Maybe start incorporating, if not videos, some pictures and stuff like that. Maybe
Yeah, add like just do something different. Add some more stuff. Like diversify a little bit and less serious talk.
Yeah, like or like. I think one of the key things that we're missing is the feedback, like just the general feedback. I know, like sometimes we'll get like some vague feedback or like that's helpful, but will be more helpful is like, talk to us a little bit April's been really good with this, has been really good with help saying like, hey, I like this, like we would like to know like what we're doing wrong, like not necessarily just like, like we've only been hearing from a couple people. I mean, I know more than a couple people listen. I think the best feedback we get is from Gabe. Like he'll be like, nah, y'all fucking up, or like he always, I mean, honestly, he's, not only a big part of the show, he's like our biggest fan, and that's truly appreciated. Before we get out of here, one of the things I've been noticing a lot, like the Endgame posters came out, and like some of the jokes from those have been pretty good. And like we figure out seeing what the runtime's going to be. Are you excited or?
Yeah, I like it when a movie like this is the wrap of like what's it been like? What's 15 years now?
Since 2008 or more,
something like that. It's been over 10 years.
Yeah,
that it's been building to this moment. You can't Age of Ultron this shit.
Yeah,
like. Anthony and I were talking about this the other day. Like, I didn't like Age of Ultron because I felt like they tried to pack it all in when it felt like it needed more time.
Yeah, my girlfriend said, "Fuck it, it could be 4 hours."
Yeah,
I know. Well, this isn't really a tangent, but I remember when Grindhouse came out, and it was one movie. You sat, you watched it. It was an intermission. You came back, you watched the second movie. Like, I wouldn't mind doing that. Mm-hmm. Like, if it's gonna be 4, cause we're gonna buy the Blu-ray. You're gonna make your money back somewhere, baby. We don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't mind a 4-hour movie.
Yeah, like 3 hours 2 minutes if they feel like this is like not chopped up.
Yeah.
I'm down for it. I'll sit there for 3 hours. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. And a half an hour for all those previews too.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I've sat, in other places longer than 3 hours, so
yeah,
I'm down.
Yeah, so I've
enjoyed too the posters, like the spoof posters.
Yeah,
like the Terrence Howard one was like my favorite one so far.
Yeah,
but I saw some yesterday for like the Browns. Like there was one for like Johnny Manziel.
Yeah,
there was like a Hugh Jackson one. I saw like they were ribbing on some of them though, like the Asian dude who's like one of the magicians of Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
at the beginning of Infinity War, he just kind of dips back in the portal. He's like, I gotta go guard the Sanctum. Y'all peace out now. And then it was like Avenge the Fallen.
Yeah,
from the curb. So yeah, like it's gonna be. Hopefully it comes out. Hopefully it meets the expectations because there's been a lot building to this moment.
Yeah, I'm like it's just one of those things where it's like it's been part of our lives for so long. Like it's.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like, where do they go from there then? Like. What happens? That's what I'm curious about too. It's like this chapter's wrapping up, but what's the next chapter?
I mean, it's such an endless world though. Like if because they haven't touched every character. They haven't even touched like main ass characters. Like I would love to see a good Fantastic Four for once in my life. Or if they'll bring out Alpha Flight, or like they can which is pretty much the Canadian X-Men. Like, that'll be a good cross-reference to like, hey, we'll start with Alpha Flight. Wolverine will be in there because he was once an Alpha Flight member, and then we can go into X-Men that way. I mean, it's endless, so I'm not really worried about that part. I want it to be done right, but at the end of the day, it's like, like when you got a good kid at home, and like they stay out late one night, like, oh, Dad, I'm sorry. Hey, Endgame, you did okay. You've been all right for the last couple of years. You all right. I'm sure it's not going to be. It's going to be long. I'm gonna have to sneak my Popeyes into my kangaroo pouch, but I think it'll be all right. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I just don't think I'm gonna go see it on a work night though.
It can't be on a work night. It'll probably be 11 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do too. I don't want to rush out of work to go to a movie that like I may fall asleep at the end for.
I mean, at this point, and my theory is, you got these big plus seats. It's like I think I fall asleep in nice cool environments, and it's dark. I'm gonna fall asleep no matter what, almost.
The one thing I will say about the chairs is it's nice now that I've lost some weight to not have my fat hitting the up and down buttons while I'm sitting there.
Yeah.
That has been a treat these last few movies I've seen.
Yeah. And like I've decided that I'm not gonna sit back no more. I'm just gonna sit back just a little bit and have my feet on the ground, because other than that, I'm gonna fall asleep.
I do that sometimes too. Because the last couple movies I went to go see, I saw by myself, and I did it in like the afternoon. There was like no one around really.
Yeah.
So like I'd put the leg up. I'd have one leg up, and then I'd put my other leg down on the ground. So like sitting normal. So it was almost like I was at home in my own recliner.
Yeah. Yeah. So what movie snacks do you or you're not gonna be snacking since you're on keto? Can
That's
you
the
have
problem.
popcorn?
When I went last Friday,
Oh, you can't have corn.
I didn't have popcorn. Usually I would get popcorn, and there was a lot of years where I didn't get anything. And then the last like year, I would start to get popcorn just because it felt like part of the experience.
Yeah.
I went and saw Captain Marvel by myself last Friday, and I didn't have anything. I didn't have water, popcorn, nothing.
You can't. Okay. Can you have what? Can you have like nuts? Is that
Yeah, like they snack on like macadamia nuts, cheese sticks, and, like beef sticks and stuff like that, like jerky.
Yeah.
So if I were to sneak that stuff in, yeah, I could do that.
Have some jerky. Yeah. My son the other day when we were at the store, he's mad about Laughing Cow cheese now. Like I bought him some. He wants to like eat it with pretzel sticks, and like I'm impressed with some. Well, not really, because I made some macaroni and cheese. The best I probably ever made in my life. He was like, "Nah, I don't eat macaroni and cheese." I'm like, "You eat pasta, you eat cheese. Why are you lying?" And he was just like, "It tastes pretty good. I just don't want any." I was like, "All right." But he's been into the Laughing Cow, and he's eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches now. So, like, he still won't eat a hamburger, but you take what you can get.
With this, like, I've got almond butter, but I found this website last night that I got to look more into while I was at bowling, and they have like all these other different butters, like macadamia nut butter and this other shit. So like, I want to peruse that to see what's popping there.
So you talked earlier about how you went to Lucky's. So are you going to start perusing more of the hoity-toity stores where the ladies are wearing leggings the whole time, or?
I probably should. So I guess I'll just include that in part of the thought of expanding my horizons.
Yeah, you got to get you some of those crunchy bags where you're like, I have my own bag. Then you gonna grow a man bun. I can see it.
I can't grow a man bun. The hair don't grow right there.
It grow in the back. You'll have a Shirley Hemsley man bun.
Nah, I'd rather not.
All right, well, I think this is about a good place to wrap it up. Like I said, we would appreciate more of you guys' feedback. Tell us how you liked the show, how you didn't like it, how, you get tired of our shit. We don't care. We just want... I mean...
I'm cool with people telling me that, like, when we do this, that they don't like what I say. It's fine.
Yeah.
I encourage it because I want to have positive discussion. That's the thing. Like, I don't get upset if people don't agree with what I say.
Yeah, but you can't grow from it if we don't know what you did wrong. If I just say like, Dan, can't stand your ass. Why? Why can't you stand my ass? What have I done? What can I do to improve? But that mean,
not even necessarily improve, but just think about maybe see things from a different perspective.
Yes, because you can't improve from all feedback. Like, you got some big ass feet. There's nothing I can do about it.
But yeah, let us know how you guys enjoyed this. We're trying to get back to maybe a little more structure. We've been free flowing for so long now that I feel like maybe it got off the rails a little bit. But yeah, let us know what you think, and maybe
because we're the talent.
That's what I've liked to have said for the last couple of years, but I feel like saying that has made me lazy.
So I guess we were just like the we let Michael do all the dancing, and I
feel like this was like a school project, and we let T do all the work, and we just showed up and took credit.
Yeah, we can't let T do all the work no more, because we'll be talking about Trump and Josie Smollett the whole time, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try harder, and hopefully you can listen to We Tried on our Patreon. Or, I don't know, if T hated this episode, this might be on the Patreon.
Nah, I think we're going to fight for this one to make it to the live cast.
I mean, I have fun. I think, our number one fan, Gabe, liked this episode. So, I'm going to attempt to shut off this this recorder without breaking it.
And hopefully it recorded this time.
Oh yeah, because this was 43 minutes of gold.
What the fuck happened to you, man? Your ass used to be beautiful.